Lesson right now from my book, 32 Lessons That Create Lifelong Change in Autism Intervention. And I brought today my green juice. If there's one healthy hack that you would take with you from these 32 lessons, I recommend it being green juice. What I do is I just take a handful of mixed greens, throw it in a blender with water, add lemon juice, and a scoop of collagen powders for the protein so that the greens don't hit you too quickly and dissolve in like sugar in the body. So I highly recommend a glass of green juice a day. Cheers to you. And let's get to our last chapter, lesson 32. Thank you so much for being with me along the way. Lesson 32. If you believe you can, you can. Based on my years of experience as an SLP, clinical instructor, and researcher, I would confidently, here we go again. Let me try it again. Okay, based on my years and experience as an SLP, clinical instructor, and researcher, I would confidently tell any SLP that the most important goal for every single child on the caseload is self-efficacy. Self-efficacy is confidence in yourself to achieve goals or outcomes through personal effort. But what about you? What is your most important goal? The same. Research shows that the greatest difference between caregivers, teachers, and therapists who thrive and those who burn out is self-efficacy. Henry Ford put it best: whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Whether you will be successful will largely depend on your belief in yourself. In our work, there are numerous challenges. These challenges over time can negatively affect our mood and our temperament. The neuroscientist Joe Dispenza believes that a depressed temperament over time can easily evolve into a negative personality trait. He refers to this connection between your mental state and the actionable success as your personality creating your personal reality. For this, we must fight negativism. We must develop a personality and personal reality that sees challenging moments as valuable learning experiences to elevate and strengthen us to better handle what lies ahead. Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl speaks of this magical pivotal space within us. He describes it as the space between the stimulus and the response. In this space, he says, lies our freedom and power to choose our responses. Our response, he adds, determines our growth. Self-efficacy develops from how we respond to life's challenges and how we use that magical, pivotal space within us. It can't be learned in a workshop, by research, by attending a retreat, or even from years of experience on the job. Instead, it must be developed from within through intentional practice. As it develops, it will become a protective factor. This will get you through the ups and downs of our work. It will determine whether you take the hard times as valuable learning experiences or as depressing defeats. When you experience failures, immediately take them to our drawing board. Mind your ABCs and ask the following questions. Number 1, why did this happen? What was the antecedent? Number 2, ask what happened? What was the behavior? And number 3, ask how can I respond better next time? This is the consequence. So these are 5 high 5 tips to put into practice today. Number 1, value your failures. I've learned substantially more from failures than my successes over the past 20 years. Remember that you will be stronger and a better version of yourself in the end. Number 2, practice gratitude for your challenges. The hardest years of your career will produce the greatest gains in your growth. Number 3, ask the ABC questions mentioned in this lesson to define the behavior, determine the cause, and how you can respond better in the future. Number 4, never, ever stop learning. What works for one child in one situation might not work for another. For this, always expand your toolbox. Many workshops leave you with just one small piece of information that you can apply to your practice. The addition of this one tool makes it worth the valuable investment of your time and money. Number 5, take time to envision what success for both yourself and the child looks like. Have visions for yourself as an agent of change, capable of helping children reach their full potential as you reach yours. Where focus goes, the energy will flow. So thank you so much. The end. This is Kelly Vess, and I have read to you my book, 32 Lessons That Create Lifelong Change in Autism Intervention. Make sure to get your own copy from Amazon, and thank you so much for being at the drawing board with me. And now it's time for you to roll up your sleeves, make the world a better place, one child at a time. You are always going to be first.